Alright guys, today I'm going to be showing you probably my all-time favorite rubber band trick. Essentially you just use these two household items. You can use these borrowed and it will work every single time. So it's completely impromptu. You go up to the spectator, you show them you are going to dip the first rubber band into the second, and just like that, obviously these are intertwined, but what you're able to do is give them a little bit of a rub and hopefully they will come apart just like that. So this is a trick guys, and if you want to do it, don't forget to stick on for the tutorial. Alright, so here's how the trick is actually going to work. So this is a really old trick called Crazy Man's Handcuffs. It's just one of those classic magician with rubber band type tricks that you can pretty much do. This has been around for a while, and you can do this with pretty much any two rubber bands. The only thing you don't want to do, you want to have these thin ones, because if you have a thick rubber band like that, it's really not going to work, because the rubber bands are going to catch on each other and the spectators are going to see a lot of that flicking motion. So here's what you're going to want to do. So you have the two rubber bands, and you can have the spectator hold one of the rubber bands like this. It actually makes the trick a lot better if you have the spectator hold one of the rubber bands horizontal, and then you do the actual move with your other hand. So this way the spectator is a little bit more misdirected. But in this case, I'm just going to teach it as if you were doing it, just by yourself here. And the first thing you want to do is hold the rubber band with your thumb and your index finger and just kind of intersect the rubber bands like that. It's kind of self-explanatory. And the rubber band that doesn't do anything, that's going to be horizontal, and the hand that does all the little move here, that is going to be your dominant hand. And here's what's going to have to happen. So you keep your middle finger. I'm going to go ahead and just break down the move real quick and then kind of get into the more specifics later on. But what essentially is happening is this rubber band that's on your thumb and your index, as you're coming down, so you have the rubber bands, you're showing the spectators that the rubber bands are interlocked. As you're coming down, what's going to happen is you're going to have your middle finger on top of your index. You come down, the rubber band is going to go around your middle finger now, so you should be able to release with your index. You're putting that index finger in between the loop right here with your thumb. This is now coming in, so your thumb and your index finger are now in the same loop. And all you have to do is, as you release forward, you're going to, or as you release the tension coming back up, you are letting go with that middle finger and sliding the rubber band back together. And that's where you can shake the cards, or actually shake the rubber band a little bit and peel away. And that is essentially the move, guys. Do it one more time. So you go up to the spectator, you show them. And like I said, it's a lot easier if the spectator's holding the one rubber band flat, because then obviously they're a little bit more misdirected. But you have your middle finger on top, directly on top of your index, and you're going back and forth. You say, look, so I can't get the rubber bands left or right, they're clearly in there. And another way you can do the move is, as you're actually twisting your hands, you do the same exact motion where the rubber band actually falls on your middle finger, just like that. As you can see, I can release with my index. Now it's being held on by my middle finger. Then you can stick your index right here with your thumb in the same loop, and as you come back around, you're letting go with that middle finger, just like that. And you can go really quickly, just so the spectators can't see any of the rubber band kind of flashing. You can kind of move your hands around and then move your hands, so you can move the rubber bands away. So one more time, guys. I'm sure most of you guys have already have this down, but essentially one more time, you have the rubber bands like this. So for anybody else who wants to stick around, this is going to be one more time. You have your middle finger on top of your index, that's completely covering your index finger. You say, all right, so look, I can't get these rubber bands apart like this, obviously, so you can show the spectators there's no way the rubber bands are coming out. You go left, right, up, down, and as you come down, that rubber band is going to catch that middle finger. You'll be able to release with your index. Your index comes in this loop with your thumb, and as the cards, or as the rubber bands come forward, you're releasing with that middle finger right here. So the rubber bands like this, you're coming back up, releasing with that middle finger, sliding forward, moving these around, and then you can show it to the spectator. So this is the rubber band trick. I hope you guys like it. It's a little bit different than card magic, but I hope you guys all are able to eventually practice this move and do this smoothly. And anyways, guys, best of luck, and as always, thanks for watching.
She's a literal vampire, belly